Hello, Bergan family. Dan Koenig, principal at Archbishop Bergan Catholic School here. Happy 12th day of the 2020-2021 school year. Yes, that's right. We've been in school for 12 days, and we are super excited about the fact that we have students in person on campus, in the classrooms, learning and operating our school with their positive energy and seeing their smiling faces every single day. So 12 days into school, and we said that at roughly every 2 weeks on Mondays or Tuesdays at the beginning of the week that we will contact our Bergan family, whether that's parents or stakeholders or just general community members, and let them know about what's happening here at Archbishop Bergan Catholic School. And the first thing I want to bring to your attention is just we're going to need a lot of your help this year. Please continue as parents and as family members to emulate what we're asking our students to do in our buildings, and emulate that also when you're out in the community. And what that is social distancing and mask wearing. Regardless of your personal political beliefs or where you're at in your life on what you think's happened with the pandemic, the one thing that we're asking our students to do is to make sure that they are social distancing, staying away from each other as much as possible, and wearing masks when they're in school. But we also ask that that takes place out in public as well, to be good stewards of our health. So please do as much as you can as parents to teach your kids about social distancing and mask wearing when you're out and about in public. That way, we can make sure that every student that comes in our building is healthy and can continue on receiving in-person education throughout the remainder of this school year. Please be aware also, though, we have had some students, out of abundance of caution in discussing with their families, who have made decisions that, a day here or there, or a significant few days in a row, have decided that they were going to stay home or quarantine based on the fact that they have been possibly exposed to a person who tested positive for the environment. We've had students that made that decision to stay home. Yes, that's happened. But as of Tuesday, August 25th, right now, as I'm sitting here, we have not had a single student or staff member test positive for the COVID-19 virus at Archbishop Bergan Catholic School. Once again, that's as of Tuesday, the 25th. That has not happened as of yet. It's a matter of time before somebody does, and please know that is going to happen, where we will have a student test positive. And that's the reason we have all these protocols in place, to make sure that we don't have to shut down our school or make a bunch of changes, because we have had all these practices take place up front. Please also know that we want to make sure that you as parents are updated on changes that we make as time goes along. And one of the changes we have made recently and have just made a decision on is that we are not going to offer all school masks any longer until our risk dial from Three Rivers Health looks a little better. And so right now we will have masks every week for students, but we will not longer have the two buildings together at St. Patrick's Catholic Church. Elementary only mass will still take place every Thursday at 8:30 at St. Patrick Church, and our middle school, high school students, grades 7 through 12, will have mass every week, and it's going to take place at 8:15 in the Gary D. Schmidt Gymnasium. Please know that we are able to spread out in both those facilities and properly social distance and keep kids safe that way. So mass is every week. It's just we're not offering all school mass together because we can't do it safely with busing and fitting all the students in the church correctly. We're about a month away from parent-teacher conferences, and I want to make sure you're aware of that as well, and we will offer those still this year. Parent-teacher conferences will be in the buildings, in the classrooms, and we'll have a bunch of protocols in place of taking temperatures and wearing masks and having a limited number of parents attend at a certain time, and just to keep people spread out. And so at the elementary, you go to the elementary classrooms. At the middle school, high school, those will also be in the building with the teachers in their classrooms. And that's about a month away from now, about 4 weeks from now. Activities is another thing I'd like to talk about, and there's a lot of limitations when it comes to activities as well. If we're outside, whether that's Heatham Field or the Johnson Lake practice field or the cross-country course or watching girls golf out at the golf club, we're asking again that you practice social distancing and that you wear masks. We're asking you do those things so that we can make sure we keep everybody safe and we can continue to offer these activities. Please follow those protocols. As well, we're asking that if you come to Archbishop Bergan Catholic School for a volleyball game here in our building, or you're at the St. Pat's Auditorium, again, you're going to be expected to wear a mask in the buildings. And if you don't, you're not able to be here. We're also expecting to social distance, and we have those spots spread out through and marked throughout the facility. but just know that our limitations are going to be in place, and that we're only going to be able to have about 120 individuals in the Gary D. Schmidt Gymnasium with social distancing in place. So please be aware of that as we're looking at our varsity seasons and middle school seasons for volleyball take place, and you're trying to come to the building. There'll be some protocols and things, and it won't be as you experienced last year. And also homecoming. We always love to celebrate homecoming, and we're going to celebrate it again this year with our student council leading the way. But know that homecoming is taking place on September 25th. That's the homecoming game. September 25th on that Friday. And then Saturday, September 26th will be our homecoming dance. We have a lot of protocols we're putting into place to have that outside this year. And it'll be a different experience for our students, but we still want to be able to offer that great tradition at Archbishop Bergan Catholic School. So homecoming, September 25th and 26th, and there'll be more information to follow. So that's your weekly update from us here at Archbishop Bergan Catholic School. To learn more, visit our website, www.berganites.org. And if you have any questions or concerns, email us or call us. 402-721-9683 is the middle school, high school, and 402-721-9766 is the elementary, 721-9766. All right, so roughly every 2 weeks we'll give you an update like this about what's happening in Archbishop Bergan Catholic School. Please contact us if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll all work to continue to keep our kids safe and keep an eye on that risk assessment dial. And one question I've had about the risk assessment dial is, when will we go 50-50? When would we go to a situation where we'd have half the kids in the building and half the kids not in the building? That would have to be up in the high portion of the high ranking. So when we're teetering towards high orange or even into red and severe. So that's when we would look at that. And obviously if we get into severe, we'd be looking at doing a remote situation. So if you ever have questions about those things, let us know, but we would give you a timed heads up if we would ever have to make changes in our in-person attendance. So we'll do everything we can at in our current juncture to keep you informed about what's happening here at Archbishop Bergan Catholic School, but just continue to be a great partner as parents and stakeholders, and we'll do our best to make sure we're educating your students in a safe environment. Thank you for all your time and watching this video. God bless, and as always, go Knights.